Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage. And
he fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
it's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL. But
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Running it back, it's Cameron. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach
fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. looking for a man. It's Algier. Makes the grab over the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. He'll set up to throw. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On second down, he's looking downfield. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He makes a catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, heavyweights trading punches today in a top 5 battle, and now it's a final. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the right.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide, either way.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the offense on first down. Touch pass on the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Algier. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field. That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, the ground game. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Algier. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he winds up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense... Oh, look out, there he goes! Inside the 30. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed, and that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Algier. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Algier. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the run, it's Landry. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Algier. Forced out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rasmussen. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That's reeled in. It's Everett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Algier. It's complete! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Algier. Skips away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Strong, firm tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete.
It's now second down.
After misfiring, it's second down. 29 Philly. He's looking to throw. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical...
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Landry. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They go to the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season.